something new. The camera's shaking. I'm trying this on my little tripod to see how this videoing comes out. Because sometimes having it that far away isn't exactly comfortable. So anyway, today's topic, I'm going to give you the topic in case you want to get up out of here, is about narcissism. So if you're not here for narcissism, sorry guys, there are a lot of people who are here for these discussions. Go ahead and take your leave, and I thank you for stopping by. For those of you who are interested in this subject, grab your coffee. I'll hang out right here. Just pause me. I'll be right here waiting when you get back. But anyway, so I have already made this video once, and the fact is you know, I don't know, I wasn't too happy with the way it turned out. But today we're going to talk about narcissism and gaslighting. Yeah, there's so many facets to gaslighting, you guys. But before we get into that, I want you to know that, first of all, you'll notice that, yeah, I've been really sick. I had Bernie for 3 weeks, and by the time the third week was coming to an end, I was on 4 antihistamines, 4 different allergy medicines. 2 of them were different types that were 24-hour pills, and I had to take one in the morning, one at night, and sprays, and it still wasn't controlling my allergies. At that time, I had to call the breeder and ask her to come take Bernie back, and which they were happy to take Bernie back, because remember, Bernie's father was killed. And you guys, I wouldn't have sent Bernie back there because of that, but I made that promise. And since she does live in the general neighborhood and she's very close to me and we're kind of friends, I had to give Bernie back to her. I hope that they fix the Holdenfins. But the allergies are gone. My nose is raw inside and out. But for 4 days, it is stopped. And with that being said, I do want a dog, but I guess I have to really be careful on what kind of dog I get. I guess I'm just an allergy waiting to happen. So, but anyway, I wanted to explain that before we take off. So if I seem a little sad or not quite myself, that would be it. I've been waiting for a puppy from a home breeder for a very long time, and I spent 4 hours with Bernie's mother and father, and never had an allergy issue. And they were up on my couch, they were everywhere in my house. And then I went there once a week, sometimes twice, to spend time with Bernie. But anyway, Jessie not only does breeds her dogs, owns horses and goats and everything else, she's also a groomer. And she has a client who has a 4-year-old cocker spaniel, full-blooded female, 4 years old, supposedly house trained and everything, that they're trying to rehome because they got a puppy, and this dog doesn't get along with the puppy. And that, to me, you guys, is shitty. I'm just saying, get rid of the puppy. You've had her a lot longer, but I get to have her for the next 3 days. She'll be coming here about 2 o'clock, and it's just about 12:30 now. So, yeah, I'll be spending 3 days with her and see how it affects my allergies. But I want to get this video done. You know, guys, gaslighting is horrible. I call it the blame game. And not only is it a blame game, it's a sabotage game. There comes a time when your narcissist is going to leave. And they know that you're on to them, and they know they can't drain any more life out of you. That you're a quivering mess of poo on the floor already. And they think they've sucked out your last bit of self-respect and love. But they sabotage. And if you look back, if you're out of a narcissistic relationship and you look back you'll see so many times it was sabotaged. Sabotage in the way of, if they come out and offer to help you in any way, they'll do their best at what they offer to help you with. Although, no, they're only doing it so everybody sees them helping you, especially if you're outside. But if there's anything you ask them to do, they're going to sabotage it. If it's going to make you happy, they're going to sabotage it. If it's a friendship, if it's a job, if it's an animal, if it's a craft, or you doing something that you really enjoy doing, they will sabotage, and they will sabotage to destroy. And it's really sad. It's like, if they can't have it or they don't want it, they don't want you to have it, because you guys got to remember, they're empty shells, so they don't understand the meaning that we get out of close friendships, relationships with animals, just relationship with the things we do around our own home, our religion, anything that means something to you. If they can sabotage it and take it away from you, they will do it. And that's one of the parts of, that's one of the parts of narcissism that's destroying. Gaslighting, to me, sabotage is part of gaslighting. Because when you come down to gaslighting, and you guys, there's so many subjects on gaslighting, we could go on for a year, and I have a list of 7 things that a narcissist will say during an argument. And I might make a series on that. I think it would be very eye-opening for everybody out there. Those who are out of the relationship, those who they could help. Those who are still in a relationship or have children with a narcissist, or their narcissist is family. Knowing what they say in an argument might help get away from it. Because they're never, for one, they'll never accept blame, because in their eyes, real eyes, if you catch that, they're perfect. So they can't do no wrong. Let's use an example. One time I asked my narc to please shut off the kitchen light every time he left there. A month before that, I was sitting in the living room and trying to read, and the only light I didn't have a table light at the time, was a kitchen light, and he shut it off. And at that time, I said, could you please turn that back on? I was reading. Well, he took that to the extreme. And so I went to him a month later after constantly shutting off this kitchen light, and I said to him, hey, could you please shut off that kitchen light when you're done in there? I pay the bills. And that was the start of the statement. And probably 2 hours later, a good 2 hours later, after anything and everything he could bring up, after cutting me down mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, after bringing up things from the past that blew my mind, I finally looked at him in his eye and said, just shut off the kitchen light. I mean, they're going to reflect and take the focus off of anything that makes them look bad. And I knew for a fact that he was doing it on purpose, because I had asked him that particular night, 6 weeks previous, to please leave that light on for me. So that pissed him off. I could tell by the way he stomped through my house at the time. So if they can sabotage your home or destroy it, they will. Especially if they're on their way out. They don't care. They don't care about you in any way. But gaslighting has so many, you guys, facets. Gaslighting is used from the beginning of that relationship to the end, until beyond and after. Unfortunately, those of us who have children with narcissists will never be rid of them. To some capacity, they will always be in our world. To me, it was a mistake I made, 40, 50 years ago, and I'm still paying for. The mistake of a young girl. Yeah, seriously. But I have to tell you, Yeah, no, iced tea. That no matter how much they reflect or throw the blame off on you, self-love is something that if you hold on to, your self-respect, your self-love, if you hold on to that, you guys, you will survive it. That's one thing they can't take away from you. But I wrote something down, and it pretty much sums up a narcissist. And I want to read it because it's hard for me sometimes, because you guys, I wing this. I don't ever write a script. I just wing it. And there's stuff I want to say that sometimes I forget to say. So I wrote down a couple of things, and I want to read them. Oh my God. They erode your sense of reality. It's a twisted funhouse of smoke, mirrors, distortion, and that's abuse. That's the easiest way and the simplest way for me to tell you what gaslighting is. When you're gaslighted, your narcs engage in crazy-making discussions and, oh wow, I can't even read my own writing, and assumptions as they invalidate and challenge your thoughts, your emotion, your precepts, and your sincerity. They will exhaust you to the point where you're unable to fight. Now, I wrote that a couple days ago. And that's their weapon, is exhausting you to the point where you go, just bunk it. I mean, it's not even worth a fight. You know, it's not worth going back and going, I asked you to turn the kitchen light off. Because what he was doing at that time was showing me that if I brought that subject up again, it was going to be another major fight. Because, see, they don't want you to correct them. They don't want you to ask anything of them. They want to volunteer if they feel like it. So what he was trying to do at the time was to show me that if I ever came back and asked him to wipe off the counters, put his dishes away, quit souring my kitchen rags, that he was going to cause a 2-hour fight. And that 2-hour fight didn't have anything to do with the kitchen light. It was all about demeaning who I was, what I was, and what I believe in. So, with that being said, as a person who has survived a narcissist, and yeah, I've survived him. Seriously, I've survived him. The sad part is even though I have a child with this person, there's no love there anymore. They managed to destroy the love that you have for them. He didn't destroy the love I have for myself. It was the opposite way around. And they don't care. They'll just move on to their next source. Yeah. Right? Yeah. It's really sad, but we have to understand that they're only there for a moment in time. They're only there to get what they can out of us, emotionally, physically, and financially. They will suck you dry in every area if you let them. So, gaslighting has so many facets to it, you guys, that I think that if I take the 7 things a narcissist says during an argument and we break that down, that'll help us to understand and identify the gaslighting that's going on in our world. And I have to tell you, everybody has a little bit of gaslighting in their life. We don't want to accept blame sometimes, and don't think you're the narcissist. The minute you go, oh my God, maybe I'm the narcissist, that proves you're not the narcissist. Because there's not a narcissist in this world that'll admit they're a narcissist, except for one that I know of, and he's on YouTube doing narcissistic videos. Right? So, yeah. So if you think yourself the narcissist, you're not. I also had a girl bring up getting help from a therapist. And I guess she got a therapist that had no idea what narcissism was, or was a narcissist herself. But you have to, if you're going into therapy, you have to get somebody who understands narcissism. Guys, you can't just go to your insurance company and go, I want a therapist. You have to interview that therapist. They have to be compassionate. They have to understand what SPTD is. Anyway, they have to understand the issues that come along with a narcissist survival situation. So if you have survived a narcissist and you go into therapy, interview that therapist. Make sure that therapist knows that you've just come out of that. So anyway, yeah, right? Oh, me and my iced tea. I thought I'd put a Diet Coke in the fridge, but no, it's iced tea. So, I know that this didn't go too in depth about narcissism, but it'll help you guys to understand why I'm always telling you, always telling you to love yourself. If you have an ounce of self-love, if you have a sliver of it, you will survive the narcissism. Because the first thing they try to take from us is our self-love, our self-respect, our self-nurturing. I mean, I could go on and on and on. Anything that makes you happy, anything that makes you you, they want to take away from you. And we can't undo the past, and our narcissists were there, but what we can do is learn to love ourselves. Regardless, you are not, and I'm going to repeat this, not who and what they say you are, because to them, you're nothing but a piece of shit. Sorry for cussing, but that's what they feel. They feel that not only you are beneath them, but anybody on this earth is beneath them. I swear to God, they write a training manual for narcissism. They all follow the same rules. So anyway, I'm going to remind you as I end this video, keep me in your thoughts, your prayers, and your energies for, yeah, this Cocker Spaniel. Yeah, I really want a dog, guys. I don't want to foster anymore. So anyway, keep me in your prayers about that. Sorry. And you guys have to remember to love yourselves. Think about who you were before they walked into your life. Find it. Find it. Because if they walk away and you quit living life like you did before they walked in your life, they won. If you quit loving yourself, if you quit loving others, if you never want another relationship, they've won. They've won. You will always be a part of their harem in their sick little twisted minds because you have nobody else in your life. So self-love leads to loving others and others loving you back. They're not going to leave much left of you. But if you have self-love, they will never find it, for one, and for two, that's what will help you survive. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great week, and I'm going to start my next video on the 7 things the narcissist says during an argument. Now, I also have to say that I'm going to post this on both of my channels. I don't know that I'll be posting narcissist videos on my RV Life channel. I know that I have a lot of people who watch and look for the narcissist videos on that channel. I encourage you, if you are one of those people who come to this to my Nomadic Life channel for narcissism, go over to Tammy's Coffee with Tammy, my other channel, because I will for sure be posting most of my narcissistic videos over there. So anyway, have a great week. Remember to love yourself and remember to pay it forward. We can't give back what was given to us in the way of our Savior, but we can pay forward to others, no matter how little, guys. No matter if it's from your wallet, from your heart, from your time. Payback. Anyway, talk to you next time. Peace out. Bye-bye.